welcome back. Please ignore my semi-blonde hair.
It's a little brassy. We're working on it.
We're working on it. We got a different bleach and I hate it. But today we're going to go over our favorite shimmer shadows. This is excluding our Clionadh shadows. So,
because you know those top everything.
Yeah, we've got 2 separate videos with swatches and all of that with the Clionadh shadows. So if you want to see those, we'll link them. But these are our favorite shimmer shadows, period, on this planet. There's no comparison. So if you're interested to see all of our fave shadows, then just keep on watching.
So first off, I have to mention, because this is just like the love of my life, the Kaja Rosewater stack. Every single shimmer in here is just divine. My favorite though is the middle shade. It's just a nice mid-toned rosy shade. It just goes so well with everything. I cannot get enough of this ever.
Okay, and next we have this Kaleidos Sashimi City palette. Sashimi City palette. We were sent this in PR, but the shimmers in here are divine.
Specifically this middle one though?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I mean, all of Kaleidos shimmers are amazing, but these 2 have blown me out of the water. Like, they are so lovely and they've got so much dimension in them. There's, and I just love that they're in a small palette. That just helps my love for them.
Yes.
Oh.
Oldie but a goldie. The Certified Affinity 2 palette. Most of the shimmers in here are really gorgeous, but my favorite one is Shubab.
They're Arabic names, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know how to read this, but this one down here, it's like a duochrome kind of shade, and it's so stunning. Same with
Bilal? The green?
This like minty kind of shamrock color. Oh, it's so pretty. Like, I love these. They're not very glittery or textured like what I normally go for, but the
unique.
colors are so gorgeous, and they're just, the formula is so good. Like, when you expect like a creamy shimmer shadow, this one will give it to you for sure.
Yeah. And I'm sure most of these are not going to be as a surprise to you. Also, some of the higher end palettes we're talking about, we already have a swatch party with them, but this is different, like a different lighting setup.
This is probably a better lighting setup. It's just not ideal for a swatch party.
Yeah. So this is the Natasha Denona Cranberry palette. Really all the shimmers in here are amazing. This, actually the iciest one is like our least favorite, weirdly enough. But this pink one, this purpley pink one specifically, is just out of this world. And then the orange one is really fun too, because it's like a pink orange and there's like purple shimmer in it. This is like one of Natasha's best palettes in my opinion, and the fact that it's a 5-pan makes it even more amazing because you can get it at a more affordable price. I love that you can like pop these out but yeah, the shimmers in here are divine. They're some of her best work. This should be no surprise to you, the Pat McGrath Midnight Sun. This shade up here, I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, and I throw away the name sheet every time. But this one is by far my favorite. I also really love the purple and the gold, well, and the browns over here. But this icy shade is just like one of my most used shimmer shadows because it just goes so well with everything. It's the perfect like champagne inner corner kind of thing, except it's so intense and glittery and stunning. Oh, love it. Another Pat McGrath. We have 3 large Pat McGrath palettes, and both of these are our favorites, which are the first ones we got, and then the pink Pat McGrath palette.
The Divine Rose 2.
Yeah, that one's gorgeous, but it doesn't have my favorite shimmers ever compared to her other 2. So this is just the Mothership Bronze Seduction palette. This is like the Pat McGrath palette that most people seem to buy. This freaking shade up here, it's like this like green, pink, duochrome kind of shade. Oh. The texture of this is unlike any other texture of her shadows I've ever felt. It's so unique. The rose gold in here is phenomenal. The toppery yellow gold shade is phenomenal. And so is this, the taupe shade in here is so pretty. It's just a standard metallic. I'd say the least fun shade is actually the red. It's just a red, you know, there's nothing special about it, but the rest of her shimmers are so special. Other than these like inner corner shimmers, I find those to be horribly lackluster, but the rest phenomenal. I cannot tell you how many times I've used this dark purple like in my outer corner or like for a halo eye, and then the green in the middle. It is the coolest color combo ever.
It's such a stark contrast.
Oh,
it's really gorgeous.
God, it's like sexy. It's like dripping sexy, you know. It's so good.
And then I have a few Super Shock shadows from ColourPop. This one is Frog, so this is definitely my most used one. It's kind of shattered right now, so I'm not going to open it to show you, but swatches will be inserted. It's the most gorgeous, icy, pinky lavender shade. It looks wet. It's so beautiful. I cannot rave about this enough. I don't know, like, I think Frog is still available, like, in their line. I think Frog you can get at Ulta, but they discontinue so many Super Shocks, so my apologies if any of the ones I mentioned are gone, unable to be purchased or unavailable.
Well,
I'll link them if I can find them.
All of these are phenomenal, and then the Robbie Christie ones were pretty lame. And
I don't know. I'm kind of giving them a chance to dry out slightly, because I find with a more wet kind of bouncy formula, the shimmer doesn't always pick up the same. So like some of the other Super Shocks I have they didn't perform as well as they do now without them drying out just a hair. So I'm gonna see if maybe that helps them at all. They're just so super creamy that I don't think it benefits their texture much. Shocking.
You know, this is always in our top everything. This is the Natasha Denona Gold palette. Similarly to the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette, it's got this kind of duochrome green shade, but this one is more like it
has some red in it.
It's more red than pink, but it's called Lime Chrome, and it truly does shift lime. It's phenomenal.
It doesn't have much texture in it compared to the Pat McGrath one.
Yeah. And just really all the shimmers in this palette, other than this yellow gold I don't care about, but all of the shimmers in here are phenomenal. Specifically this gold one is like to die for. It's the most beautiful gold topper shade. And then there's another topper shade that looks like white. And this one's odd. It's like a thin version of Pat McGrath, like an extremely thin
It's
version.
Almost Fenty Diamond Bomb-esque, but with a little less payoff. Like, it's very lackluster at first, so you have to really build it, but it makes it really beautiful and effortless in a way.
It makes it very, like, makeup artisty, if that makes sense. This is just such a staple in our collection, and I will never not recommend this palette, because it's truly, to me, if there were any Natasha palettes that I say are worth the money, it is this one. Like, this is worth every penny of that $125. If you can get it on sale, that's a steal, but it's worth every penny. If this shattered, I would buy it full price tomorrow. Like,
actually, that makes me want to mention a very specific shade from, we just got the Blurple palette. This, what is it called? I think it's Violet, or Electric Violet right here. It looks like a matte from far away, but it's a shimmer, but it's very subtle, but it looks so beautiful. I used it in the crease the other day. So pretty. We're both wearing this palette today also. It's just,
I have to mention
and the silver in here is,
just while we're here, we'll give a little mini review on this. The blue mattes, like the gray blue mattes, the ones that I'm wearing today, I swear on my life, my eyelids look like Facetuned.
They do. It's like they blurred out her eyelids.
Oh my god, they are so beautiful, because we want the Wayne Goss palette, that new one, because it's got blue grays and we didn't have any. We have blue grays now, not saying we don't want that.
Okay, we want his because it has gray blues. No, blue grays. These are gray blues.
Yeah, there's
a difference, but this will at least satiate things for the time being.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous palette. I wouldn't buy it full price, but I'm not upset that we have it.
Yeah.
Lastly for me is this Kaleido Space Age Prophecy highlighter. It's a highlighter, but it is the coolest looking thing on the lids ever, and it looks really cool as a highlighter too. It's their first ever multi-chrome highlight. It's got like green and orange and like so neon pretty. Almost in it, but somehow when you put it on, it looks crazy, but not too crazy. Like, it looks like, oh wow, she's got something going on, but it doesn't look bad. Like, to me, sometimes, not all the time, but like a bright blue highlighter, or like,
it doesn't always translate the way that you want it to as well.
Like Jefferson Scarcity had that gray or black highlighter.
The black one that everybody said was like a number 2 pencil.
Like, stuff like that. Like, it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like, what the hell are you wearing?
It just looks kind of like editorial. It looks very intentional.
It's really, really cool. 10 out of 10. This is dope.
And the last two Super Shocks I have here. This one is Roy G. Biv. Jesus fucking Lord. This one I don't think matches the description that they put on the website at all. It says that it has rainbow glitter in it. I disagree. I think Frog has rainbow glitter in it. This one is a very, very intense pink to gold shift. And normally I'm not into those, but this one specifically, there's something about it that just looks so wet and stunning, and I love it because of that. And then this one will come as no shock if you've been here for any length of time. Slave to Pink. This is a hot pink with blue and purple shimmer in it, and it's just, this is what sparked my love for ColourPop Super Shocks. I tried this and I was like, I am immediately buying more. Oh my god. Freaking phenomenal.
And that is all for our little favorite shimmers video. Obviously, again, Cleona has our favorite shimmers, but we already did a separate video. So we also did a video on our favorite colorful mattes. If you're interested in that, you can go check that out as well. We're just trying to get out a bunch of eyeshadow content, and we don't want to do only tutorials. So we're trying to fill it with a bunch of different crap so you guys aren't like, ugh, another tutorial. But I love watching tutorials, but I don't like watching tutorials without the base.
Well, they don't do all that well either. Like, a lot of people don't tend to be into tutorials, so like engagement wise, at least from our YouTube, they get less views, but in my experience they tend to get more comments, or at least more engagement kind of comments, like engaged comments. People will be like, oh wow, that's great, can I have something like this, or whatever the case is. When it comes to tutorials, the people that like tutorials ride hard for tutorials.
I am a hard rider for tutorials. I love them. But let us know how you're feeling about this 25 Days of Eyeshadow series. We've had a lot of people say, like, thank God, like, I love seeing your videos every day. That's not going to continue. We're not going to be able to do videos every day. But we are going to attempt to do 4 days a week after this, because if we can do 25 days of eyeshadow in a row, we can do 4 days a week. Okay, we can pre-film enough for that. It'll be cool. But we'll just have to work on the order, because like Smokey Glow's doing her Glowmas, and she's like, oh yeah, like we're on day 3. And I'm like, bro, how do you know?
We're losing track.
We're just filming them and putting them up.
Pretty much.
But thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one. Bye.